going to turn you on right about in a second. Here we go.
What's the fly? Not today. Hold on, wait a moment here. These little flies is tripping. Hey y'all, welcome back to Make It Make Sense with Auntie. Of course, I am Auntie. I truly thank all of my listeners. I really, really missed y'all last week. Um, Unfortunately, we were affected by Hurricane Milton. I do live in the Tampa Bay area, so that was something that we dealt with last week. We still in the cleanup, but fortunately, with that, it forced some of the kids and stuff to come back outside with power outages and things. So they're getting back to that. I'm sitting outside, as you see, we outside today. I'm sitting in my backyard. Still got some cleanup going on, but in spite of that, the most part is the kids out playing. But we here. It is mental health month, so we do want to, always make sure that we are aware of everybody that's around us, what they have going on, especially during times like this with hurricanes like Milton and Helene, and I know we have some other ones out there. But for anybody that's going through some things, anybody dealing with some issues, if you're dealing with some mental health stuff, we want you to know that there are people here for you to talk to. If you can't find anybody to talk to, you can hit me up. Always, you can hit me up at Auntie Chris, AUNTIKRIS, and that's all the way across all social media. Or you can hit me up at Lemons Make It Make Sense with Auntie. If you are a friend of mine on social media, of course, the telephone number is there, so you can call me. That is my actual telephone number. So all the stalkers don't play with me because I play back. But if you do call my phone, and you legitly need somebody to talk to, I do answer my telephone. If it is an out of town, out of state number, out of country number, send me an email first, shoot me a text message so I know who I am speaking with. Like I'm telling y'all, if y'all stalkers, if y'all think y'all crazy, if y'all want to play on my phone, I do play back. I am not unintelligent by a long shot. My degree is in criminal investigation. You use that for your own benefit as you will, and I did get good grades. Just leave that as that. But right, so like I said, it's mental health month. We dealing with mental health, ADHD, OCD, cancer awareness. Of course, I got my pink on. Always, I did lose my mother. You know what I'm saying? The cancer. I'm a couple aunties. My dad fought cancer. I am a two-time cancer survivor. So yes, we are always going to issue awareness when it comes to cancer. Also autism. Of course, I speak for that. What else? Like what we got going on. Auntie pretty much in here today by herself. We chilling with all of you wonderful people. Show out, you know what I'm saying? He told us to let y'all know that he really, really wanted to be here, but he had to work tonight. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here. Same likewise with Miss K. I'm not sure if she'll be able to pop in, but I did know she said that they had been changing her schedule, so she had been unable to attend the shows, but she do miss everybody. Um, what else do we have going on with Make It Make Sense? Make It Make Sense is actually trying to make moves. Um, there is a lot of stuff going on in the world, so a lot of stuff. Um, Programs and things are in need right now at this time. I did meet a young lady this day, and when I say young lady, she is much older than me, but she's still a young lady. Me and her had a conversation. If you in Hillsborough County, Heartline, which is our bus transportation services, is running free until Sunday. So I did this morning. I decided to get up. I had somewhere to go, change of plans. So I ended up just going and hanging out, kind of with the people of my community, of my city, downtown, where they catch the public transportation system. So I went down there and I sat down and I talked with the people for a couple of hours. I did. I got to meet a nice lady named Miss Sharita, or Mama Sharita is what she told me to call her. She said, if I'm Auntie Chris, she Mama Sharita. So I respect that, Miss Mama Sharita. She told me don't post her picture up here. I got to pay her. So we're not going to post Mama Sharita picture. But now y'all can catch it on my all my if you're a follower on my page, you get to see the pictures later on today. I will be posting them from out today. I also will be taking donations, and this is not nothing like I'm finna keep setting up dates for people to donate. But if you would like to make a donation to make it make sense for Auntie, on behalf of, you know, the homeless, or on behalf of Milton survivors, if you would like to make a donation, I promise you I will send you a receipt. I will also let you see what I done purchased. If you need me to go to the person that I'm blessing your money with, or whatever you purchase for that person, if you need to see me do that, I don't mind doing that, because I'm not in here to make no money. I'm in here to bless others, and that's what I want to do. Um, and is with or without the help of other people, as long as I get to bless somebody, then that's what's gonna happen. And I genuinely kind of do that for myself. So a lot of my help and stuff comes from me. I don't have 501c yet, so a lot of the money and stuff come from, like I say, me, those that help around me. Show out, Miss K done, when we did the event for my birthday, Miss K was there. She helped out. She supported. We have people in the community to support, of course, DC, and so we appreciate everybody that does help out. The other people that gives us donations, whatever it is that they do. I try to bless others. That's what it is. That's who I am as Auntie. What else? Because it's been, like I say, it's mental health month, and so I've been dealing with some mental health issues, and I'm pretty sure other people have been dealing with them likewise as well. So what I'm saying, today is pretty much a day. I opened it up to everybody, anybody. If you today you want to be a guest, or if you got something that you want to talk about, today is a day that we can discuss that. Um, as far as a lot of the stuff going on in the world, I've been looking at some different topics, but right now, I was looking at a news article that came across my screen literally as I was getting ready to come on here. And y'all know we do from time to time, I do to make it make sense for Auntie, because somebody literally has to make it make sense for me. So I came across this article, and it tells me that in the UK, a man injected with flesh eating chemical by partner's disgraced GP son went to hell and back, is the name of the article. So, of course, that was something that Auntie needed to read to see what we're going to make it make sense. So, it tells us that Thomas Kwan disguised himself to poison Patrick O'Hara in a financially motivated attempted murder plot, sentencing. I guess he had a sentencing hearing, but it was a disgrace. GP. It keeps saying GP. I don't know what a GP is. If somebody know, y'all let me know what it is. Who injected his mother's long-term partner with a rare flesh-eating disease, claiming it was COVID booster jab. So, like that. See, right there. All right. Why? What that say? Let me see what that say. Mr. Walter, I want to know how you feel about these begging kids coming to our house in plain clothes wanting candy when they don't even dress up. I ain't trying to feed you if you can afford a costume out. You know what? Okay. So I don't know. It depends, because we do know, Walter, that in some situations that some people can't afford costumes, especially with what's going on down in Florida. I don't know how that's gonna go with Halloween, because they're still doing the cleanups and stuff. But I do understand when you have people that just don't put no umph into it, because Halloween is one of my favorite. I mean, did I say favorite holidays? Um, and I'm so excited because Halloween actually falls on a Thursday, which means that Make It Make Sense with Auntie is gonna be dressed up for Halloween on Make It Make Sense with Auntie. We're gonna dress up. hmm We are going to dress up. I'm super excited about that. So I got a couple different little costumes that I'm gonna wear that night, and I'm excited. I'm excited. But for real, when they come, I mean, if you can't put it into it, I know some people are just lazy. It's getting to the point where some people are just lazy. But I mean, if it's a child under a certain age, I say probably about 12 and under, because my grandson is 12, and even though he's very tall, my grandson is a son. He's a child, you know what I'm saying? So he enjoys Halloween and stuff like that. I feel that they should at least put a little something into it, but we do have to remember that everybody can't afford costumes. But when it gets to the older crowd, Walter, then I mean, like, nah, you have to cut that out. Just let them know, no, we ain't doing that. If you ain't, I mean, I don't know, cause I mean, in this day and age, I think I'm gonna be kind of excited in this day and age if we actually see the children, because I don't know so much as the costumes with everything going on in the world now. I mean, they could do the costumes. As far as masks and stuff go, that's gonna be a little iffy on me because of the crime rate and a lot of stuff that's been happening in the world. So I don't know how that's gonna work out. If I might appreciate the fact that they don't have on a costume, but I don't know. Cause like down here we don't really have a lot of well, not in my neighborhood. We don't really have a lot of trick or treaters anymore for whatever reasons. Times are changing. But we do have a lot of events. So that's something different. Where I live at, they do have a lot of like Hallelujah nights and um trunk of wings where they go to trick or treating in the trunks of the cars, or at different shops in like different plazas. They do stuff like that. So I don't know, but I'm kind of. I mean, usually you just sit the candy outside so with the costumes, but that is a big question. If you don't really put the infants dressing up, should I really even indulge in? I don't know. Somebody who else out there listening, y'all answer Walter. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that you should? I mean, make sense. But yeah, I guess really to each his own. So you really pretty much can set your own rules as how you expect somebody to come to your house. But how would you turn them away, Walter? I want to hear this for real, for real. How would you turn them away when they come to your house if they don't have a costume on? Or do you have an age limit at giving candy out to certain kids? Because I'm auntie, so I do like I say, they don't really do trick or treating, so I do like treat bags and stuff for some of the kids in the neighborhood that literally come around and stuff. But how would you tell them no if they came, or do you just not do candy anymore, Watson? Let's say y'all know Auntie dealing with some blind issues right now, so I'm trying to see. Hold on, wait, I can't see that. What it do? Y'all, Auntie is real deal dealing with some. See, I'm dropping stuff. You can make a costume out of stuff at home. Be creative for this free food. Okay, and there it is. I think we should make you a sign. So Walter, we're gonna make you a sign at Smooth Transitions. We're gonna make you a sign that say no costume, no candy. I think that we're gonna post that outside the door, outside your house, like in that city limit. If you do not have a costume, please know that you cannot go to Walter's house and get no candy. He not doing it. No costume, no candy. I think that'd be a cute shirt. That's gonna be a real cute shirt. Let's say I would give all the kids in the group candy, but that one kid. No, you the parent that make the child sit at their birthday party and watch their birthday, don't you? I'm that kind of parent. I am. I'm that kind of auntie too. I'll celebrate a birthday party. I done spent my money, but guess what? We gonna still party. You're just not gonna partake. Yeah, I kind of agree though, because like I say, everybody set their own rules and their own, how you expect people to come. And I guess it do make sense because Halloween is pretty much so dressing up. It's if the punishment happened at that time. I feel you. I feel you. Cause I plan it. I'm telling you, I plan it. I will plan a whole party. You will show your ass, and I will show mine too. Cause the day of the event, you'll be sitting on the outside looking in. Well, that song is you can't even get in. Like for real, for real, for real, for real, for real. Like ain't nobody got time for that. But I do understand that I'm dressing up, and I do have like I think I have I think I'm gonna try to do the makeup thing though this year. I don't wear makeup. My skin is real sensitive. If y'all can see HS be kicking my butt. But thank you to that soul company. It kicks my butt, but that's been helping me. I've been dealing with whole HS breakouts and some stuff going on with the whole HS thing since this storm, and we all know that. Well, we don't all know, but I'm letting y'all know. HS is caused by stress, so there are tendencies that I get stressed out, and I break out and we be going through it. And with the hurricane and Milton and stuff, if y'all know me, I went through Ian. I don't play with hurricanes. No, baby, I don't play with them. I pray, Lord, let me sleep through them. And if it's my time when I open my eyes, I'm gonna see you. Just let me know that I didn't see the storm. I see the aftermath, but I don't want to see the storm. I don't. Yes, Mr. Pedro Ramirez, and I wanted to make sure we always, we are so grateful for Mr. Pedro, and like I said, we steady praying. He's going through his treatment program right now. It's been painful for him, but I want him to know that Auntie is behind him 100% because I'm dealing with some of the same things, and I tell him that with the HS. And we're gonna do another show on that. We did one a few when I first started the show. When I first started make sense with Auntie. Mr. Pedro did come on the show one time, but we're gonna do another show, and this show is going to be more in depth because I am gonna have Pedro on the show. But I did meet a few other people in the past few months that do suffer from HS, and they would like to get up here and actually talk about it. Especially some men, because we do know that men have a tendency not to want to talk about what they have going on. Right. So this is our for Pedro is an HS soap company. I'm telling y'all, it does wonders. It truly does. If you keep on going with me on this journey, when we started the journey, y'all was able to see a large cut that was on my face. And my body, I do, like I say, from the HS with the breakouts. But this soap has been a wonder to me, to my granddaughter, clearing up the skin. So if you have HS, or if you have anybody that you know that's with acne and bursa, if you're dealing with any eczema, any of those issues, this is something that you might want to try out. I'm telling y'all, I don't put my mouth on nothing. You know what I'm saying? That I don't stand behind, for real, for real. I ain't doing it. Nothing I don't stand behind. If I don't stand behind it, I ain't finna tell y'all to go get it because I'm not gonna do that to y'all. Absolutely not. And saying that, I got me some listen. And I'm telling y'all, this is a non-paid advertisement I'm finna do in a minute. What that say? What's this? Get that that listen, that's it. See, you just get it, cut some little slits in the eyes. Stop putting on you there and see that. I'm gonna let you out. Who? Gonna let who off? Baby, listen. Listen, I never been that auntie, that parent, that grandmama. I don't play like that. But the thing is, because I don't play like that, and I let the children and I let people understand that I don't play like that, I'm gonna just keep that 100. Because I don't play like that, usually they don't play with me like that, so I don't even have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So if I come into the room, I really don't have to deal with too much disrespect unless a person don't know me, because I don't play with kids like that at all. I don't play with adults like that at all. I don't play with old people like that at all. I really don't. I really don't. I try to be the best version of me, but if you call out that other version, she will show up. So I tell people don't send for me if I ain't don't come for me, and if I ain't invite you, because I will answer all requests. Yeah, I will show up. I will show up and I will show out also. I don't play with them like that. Wherever they show out is where I show out. If they be on some other stuff, I be on that same other stuff with them. People be like, oh, they just kids, yes, and they know right from wrong. If they just kids and they just stay in a child's place. Because if they was just kids and I ain't asked them no question, but I'm having a conversation with them and they talking back to me and I've already said what was going to be done and they telling me what's not going to be done, you're no longer a child. We are in a combat. We are in, listen, we're having a combative response because you talking back and I ain't asked you no questions. And I'll tell you, I ain't asked you nothing. But with a child, I ain't finna go through all that. So no, they don't play with me. That's why I'm Auntie Walter. That's listen. The young men, I'm gonna say the young men in my neighborhood, the young men. A lot of them are grown up. Some of them in jail. God bless the dead. Some of them done lost. You know what I'm saying? They done left here and they done lost their lives. I could say that. You know what I'm saying? I know I done seen them. I done seen it all. I done seen the ones that made the changes. I done seen the ones that didn't make the change. I done seen the ones that lost their lives. I done seen the ones that lived through it. Um, So I do see that, and that's why I got my name Auntie from. And the reason why I got the name Auntie was because they always knew I was gonna keep it 100 with them at all times. They could talk to me about anything, but they knew I wasn't gonna play with them. I'm gonna hold them accountable for whatever they do. And most children, as long as I hold them accountable and I explain to them what the reasoning is behind it, we make it make sense. I don't have those issues. Like I'm telling you, I'm so different. Even when it comes to my counseling sessions, when I talk to people, I am very unorthodox. I'm not the person that's gonna come in there and pacify you. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna make it make sense, Walter, for real. Kids too. That's why I'm a kids counselor. Children love me, Walter, because they know I'm not finna play with them. I'm not gonna play with them. I'm not gonna play with them. Them is my babies. Like I don't. And that goes for anywhere. You know what I'm saying? The facilities I don't work in. I worked for an organization that we had here years ago. Um, and when I worked for this organization, it was issues that I had with teen mothers and different things that was going on. Even with those girls, and I was going there with them same girls because I was a teen mother. I was a mother at 15. And when we would go into these houses, it would be some of them little girls that was in there. They would try everybody in there. And when they initially met me, they tried me one time. Appreciate that. Appreciate always and forever. Always and forever. Bruh, don't do that. Listen, I ain't crazy. I be misunderstood. I ain't crazy. Mm-mm. I ain't crazy. I could get crazy, but I ain't crazy. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I ain't crazy. I just don't play like that. I feel like respect is given to everybody. And if you know me for real, like if you know me in real life, you know, I like somebody told me, oh, you trust too easy. Right, because I'm just like the law. You innocent until proven guilty. I'm gonna let you do whatever it is that you feel in your necessary to respond and act how you want to act. You can be yourself with me. I want that. I warrant that. I appreciate you being yourself. Who is that? You show who I you know who I right. But it's you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm gonna let you be the best version of you. Define crazy. I mean, see, when it comes to the word crazy, okay. So the definition depends on the situation, Walter. Like for real, because I'm a person. Don't get me wrong. I'm a very loud person. If you put me in that situation, however, I'm a very loud person anyway because of my family. So I speak loud. I have a tendency to curse a lot, which I be trying to change because my mama didn't really curse, but my daddy cursed like a sailor. If you meet my daughter and them and stuff, but I know when to curse, you know what I'm saying, and when not to. I do. If you piss me off, it's not no, like I tell people, you don't get to tell me how to respond because even though I am a very loud individual, before I get loud, I'm usually to myself by myself. So I'm usually quiet unless I'm dancing or listening to some music and I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my peaceful environment. So if I'm at that space over here and you intervene in that space, because I'm not gonna bother you. I'm not gonna just walk up to nobody and just bother them. I'm not gonna just jump in their business because I don't care. I care, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got going on, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? I don't go ask for nobody business. People come tell me what be going on. Of course, because people talk to me. But as far as me sitting there just to go back and be sharing what somebody got going on, being messy and doing all that stuff, I don't have time for that. So if it be like drama and stuff going on, I don't have time for that. I'm a whole grandmama out here. Like I'm a whole grandmama. I got a daughter that's finna be 30 years old. My oldest grandchild is 12, finna be 13 years old. I got a granddaughter that's 3. You know what I'm saying? I don't play like that. I got nieces and nephews. I got siblings. I'm one of 19 kids. So I just don't play like that. And I love everybody. Anybody know me know baby, you can have anything I got. You can have the shirt off my back. You can have all of that. Oh, they gone. So now I can back to go chilling. Let's see. Couldn't do that with the kids. So, well, yeah. But back to Walter. So crazy. When it comes to the word crazy, I really pretty much feel like it depends on the situation because everybody's version of crazy is different. One person's crazy might be busting the windows out somebody's car. The other person crazy might be to take their life. You know what I'm saying? Or another person crazy might be just to play on their phone. So it pretty much depends on the level of crazy that you is. But I'm gonna just tell you that Auntie has a tendency to match crazies. I'm not ashamed to say that this mental health month, so we need to make it aware. Miss Gretchen from Tampa, how do you feel about the U.S. snowboarder being the head of Okay, I'm telling you, I'm having some eyesight problems. Head of I can't really see what that says. Um, so listen, I'ma just tell you like this. When it comes to politics and all this stuff they got going on and what they have, the US and the government, if you know Auntie, then you know Auntie. Listen, uh-uh. Whoever, he ain't the only person. The fact that he was the one that got caught is what I'm gonna say is like, you know what I'm saying. As we see, there are scapegoats everywhere. It's always gonna be there. You know, those are the risks that people take when they're. And I'm gonna just be honest, when they don't deal with when they deal with mental health issues. I'm just gonna be honest with that. That's why I'm just gonna keep that 100. When you live a life and you have a certain, you know what I'm saying, when you set certain expectations for yourself, like when people want money and power, and we talk about it all the time, people are willing to do all types of stuff for all type of things, and like he knew the risk that he was taking, so I don't have no sympathy for him. He know the games that are played with different places and people, so you know I can't feel no type of way about him. Is it wrong that he gonna be the one persecuted for it? No and yes. No, because he wasn't the only one, but he knew what he was doing. Because like if you know Auntie and if you listen to Auntie, for every action there is a reaction. We don't get to choose our punishment, and we know it's a punishment coming, so you know it's a consequence. um yeah, like as we see, and if you, I know Miss Gretchen, if you have been watching me, or if you haven't been, you can go look at the older shows. Like I tell you, like this year is a year of exposure, and accountability. This is the year of accountability. God told me that at the beginning of the year, and I've been holding true to that, and it's been holding true that here we are in October, and everybody is being made to be accountable for their actions, regardless of what those actions is. It is that time that everybody I guess is, you know what I'm saying, they say, you know, seeking the harvest, because it's coming to pass what that, you know, karma. I really do believe in, if you want to call it karma, if you want, you know, whatever you call it, I believe, you know, it's true. What goes around comes around. And is it a messed up situation that he finna have to endure this? Is it messed up because other people know what's truly going on? Yes, it is. But in the end, um, it was a decision that was made, and I'm pretty sure, even, you know, regardless of at that time when he was living a lifestyle, doing all that, living his best life, those thoughts passed through his minds a few times. What was going to be the end result if it went down? Did they probably tell him, you know, it wasn't going to happen? Yeah, that probably did happen. But you have to, you know, think logically when you dealing with some stuff. If you sit there and look at news and you see how people do their own people, when people show you who they is, you have to believe them. What that say? Let's see. I'm telling y'all, like for real, my screen is like messed up. It says the U.S. been paying people. How you think it started? Exactly. That's why I feel like it was an agreement, and y'all got to excuse me with this thing because I'm using a different device. So, and the way I'm sitting is kind of not working out how I thought it would. But hey, we're gonna make it make sense. But so with of course, and that's the one thing that I say, you know, greed plays a big role in a lot of people's lives when they set up things. I thank God that I literally learned that I'm not a greedy person. I'm not a person that's money hungry. Like I know for a fact that what other people attain for is not the same things that I attain for. Yes, you know, it's everybody's dream to be rich, but I want to be comfortable. I want to live while my bills paid. I'm chilling. It ain't about me having the best car, the biggest house, like none of that stuff. Like, nah, I'm chilling. I've been through too much in my life. So when it comes to like what the government do, we already know that it's a game that they play with the money, people lives. They dangle it in front of you, whatever the organization is. They always offer you well, this your job, it's your family. People always offer you the benefit of, but then people don't think about, you know what I'm saying, the downside to those benefits of what's going on. Yes, the government, and we see that. We see everything that is done, but we have to remember that the government is ran by people. And I don't expect what does that say? I'm telling y'all, baby, I got to get me another screen. You been blind since high school. Liz, and I was blaming on my mama and my daddy. Blame that shit on my mama and my daddy. And I had glasses, done purchased glasses. So I had one pair that was stolen from so I had one pair of glasses that was stolen from me when I was checked into a hospital. Um they told me that the glasses wasn't with my bag, and having mine, I'm blind. Like, I am legally blind. If I have any optometrists on here, y'all can tell them what an eyesight of 2300 mean, because that is what my eyesight registers at. So I am nearsighted and farsighted, so I'm blind as hell. I had some Fendi frames. I was checked into the hospital, but my glasses never got checked in. And then the last pair, I think that somebody here picked them up, and what I say, the weather report. Did you see Snoop Dogg do the weather report on the Today Show, complete with the weed? I actually do not, and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really do not watch the news. I don't watch TV. News reports, I'm gonna be honest with you, even when it came to this hurricane, it was literally, I was just finding out stuff happens and goes on, because I really be into my own world. If somebody don't tell me something, if it's not like, oh, you need to go look at this or go see that, I don't. And I am a full-time student, so I literally spend every day focused on my studies. So I missed out a lot of stuff in the world. If it ain't making make sense with Auntie, if it's not smooth transitions, or if it's not my psychology class, and of course my family, but yeah, I don't watch much news. And usually when I'm watching TV, it be like crime stuff. So I didn't, but now that you said something, Walter, I am gonna go back and watch it, because we all know that I support the 420. I definitely support the 420. I think it is necessary and it is needed for some people. As you know, it ain't for everybody. It's not. Everybody don't need it. Everybody ain't meant to have it, but for the ones that do, um, that's right. Y'all handle that. Um, but yeah, Miss Gretchen, I don't know what they're gonna do, but I think people need to learn that when it comes down to it, it's possible that you're gonna be the scapegoat. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
Let me get this book together real quick.
Okay, so Snoop, we prepared a map, touch the map, and some special soups cities. So
Okay.
All right. So for example, we got.
Ow, it's 57 degrees in Mary Jane Falls, Nevada.
That's right.
And then I heard it was going to be 56 degrees in Stoner, Colorado.
That's right.
But my favorite is when it's nice, hot, and misty outside, 84 degrees in Blunt, South Dakota. Sliding on down to this area right here above the average highs, 70 degrees in Roach, Missouri. You understand me? And over here, I love, we stay lucky in Kentucky. It's going to be 60 as we blaze in Blaze, Kentucky. You dig?
Yeah.
And over here, we got Pottsville, Pennsylvania, where it will be 60 degrees. And down low on the go, 61 degrees at High Point. Get that, High Point, North Carolina.
Okay, I like that. That was cute. And he made sense. See, I like stuff like that. Thank you, Walter. But truthfully, this morning, it was right after the hurricane. It was 56 degrees here in Tampa this morning, and Auntie was out and about. If you've seen the page, I was out going. Listen, I was out in the cold this morning, and if I don't do the cold, I'm anemic. Baby. As y'all see, I'm still out here. The sun's shining. Auntie can't see nothing. Auntie got on her sweatsuit. I don't want to play. And speaking of sweatsuit, if y'all have clothing items that y'all want to get made, if you have your own personal clothing line that you are trying to start, y'all need to hit up Smooth Transitions. We got something for y'all. I'm finna get ready and post so I can tell. Right now I can tell a little secret. I really can. So Make It Make Sense with Auntie in conjunction with Smooth Transitions will be releasing pajamas for this year for 2024, and the pajamas that are about to be released are going to be crazy. I really think that people are going to be very, very happy with the new designs that are about to be released. But if you have custom designs that you would like to do your own pajamas for your family, that option is going to be available very, very soon. Also, I will be, let's see, right now, so we're starting to work on them because of we did lose. I hate talking about that part. In Milton, we did lose a few things as far as business wise. We did take on some water damage and some flooding in the studio, which has been like taking hit after hit after hit, which just tells me that God is going to just put me in somewhat better. But yeah, so we had to go in and redo some things in the studio. So that's what we're working on again. Carpeting had to be pulled out. As far as my auntie's babies, which if you know, I do the diaper babies and diaper cakes. We lost 3 cases of diapers, and I lost about 4 diaper babies that were completed. So we had to get rid of those, along with, of course, baby items and stuff that had to be thrown away from the damage from the water. Mildew set in real quick. I don't know how the hell that mildew set in so fast, but it was there like within a couple of days, which pissed me off because I actually lost some purses, and we're gonna just change that subject about that. But yeah, but for real, Auntie got some stuff coming on. Smooth Transition got some stuff coming on for this year. We gonna make it make sense the rest of the year. We were planning some events. I do know that for the month of December, I will be releasing a calendar for the month of December. And we will be doing holiday events that summer. That summer, Lord, I'm already ready for the summer. No, we will be doing some holiday events, so there'll be like days. I will also be offering. Now I'm finna say this. Don't think y'all finna take advantage of me, but I will be doing some daycare services during the holidays. I'm sorry, I missed that comment. This was on the. I will be doing daycare services during the holidays so that some parents can go out there and do shopping. It says we don't be up that early. I know show out, but hey, I had to get out. I had to go today. But yeah, so I will be offering some daycare services for the holidays. There will be events, so don't expect them to all be free. There will be some events that y'all gonna have to pay for. I'm just gonna keep that 100 with y'all. But for the most part, what you pay for, you're gonna get your money's worth. You're gonna see what your kids did that day. I'm gonna do some events for adults as well. What does that say? I'm telling you, that was hilarious show. That was very cute. I like that. He looked for all on. That is, that was cute. It was different. It was very different. That that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna put together the schedule. I'm gonna put together the days and times. We will be doing events, and I'm telling you, if you know me, your kids gonna have a ball. We gonna do a couple of events for adults during that time frame, some date nights, some stuff going on for the month of November and December. So y'all watch our calendar for Make It Make Sense with Auntie. I promise y'all I'm finna do some bigger and better things for the remainder of the year. We've been catching hell at Make It Make Sense with Auntie, one thing after another, but I know they tell you when you go through it, God got a bigger blessing in store for you. So y'all be ready for that blessing. And bro, Jaleesa I already know. I done told Jaleesa, I don't babysit adults. Jaleesa is a grown woman. Grown woman. But nah, for real though. So if you have, but seriously, if you know anybody, if y'all got anything going on, if you in the Bay Area, if you're around the world, because we know we going way out to all the countries around the world, to all my fans, I'm telling you, to all of them, I want to be able to go and visit each and every city that tunes in to make it make sense with Auntie. I want to do a tour. I do. I want to go visit everybody just to say thank you. Even if it's just for me going to that city for just 24 hours, just to go somewhere and just so I can say thank you, just so I can take a picture there to show them that I was there. I came to see them and I appreciate them. I want to do that. I'm serious. I'm going to start off in, I guess, the United States, but I want to go across seas and all that. I want to go see everybody. Want to be able to make it make sense with Auntie. Hey, Auntie, baby. Hey, Jaleese. Yes, and I see my family. I appreciate them for tuning in. I appreciate all my listeners. Of course, my number one fan, Walter. He always know Walter is here, baby. Walter been here. Walter done rocked it out from her, and I done been here. I've been doing it a year, and Walter done stood strong through a year, and I really appreciate that, Walter. I do. Listen, I do. For everybody that paid attention to Auntie, the ones that listen that know that I kept 100 all the way in and stayed true to it, the ones that tune in, y'all already know we gonna always make it make sense. And bro, man, you gonna talk, sir. I'm doing the show on Psycho X's. What you doing? Oh, baby, we gonna talk about mental health. Hey, Goon. I'm serious though. So what y'all think? We're gonna do a show. I think we're gonna do. I'm so serious. I'm gonna do a show on relationships, and I want men and women that's gonna keep it 100. That's gonna come on the show. I'm telling you, for real, for real. That's like Walter said. That was crazy. No, for real. This me too. Listen, I'm telling you, all of them. Cause I done had some, you done had some, and you won't hear, so you get called out. Walter done had some too. I know Walter done had some. I'm doing this for everybody, anybody. If you done crazy or crazies, if you have dealt with them, I promise you, next week we gonna discuss that. We gonna talk about the craziest crazy, like what the crazy people do. What's the craziest situation that you done been in, and what's the craziest situation you done put somebody in? That's the I don't know what you talking about. Well, then listen, I don't know, but you know you in that pilot that what how you said. My mouth don't even say the word polygamy. Poly, you know what I'm talking about, Walter. So you telling me that you ain't never had a crazy? Come on, Walter. I know one of them done been crazy. Somebody done been crazy. So y'all gonna tell me that I'm the only one that's done dealt with a crazy and I done been crazy? For real? That's what we doing. We gonna make it seem like Auntie is the only person in here that's done acted crazy or has been a bitch done act crazy on. See, that's why mental health matters. I need y'all to be honest with me. Because I'm going to tell you, I done had my crazies and I done been the crazy. I started out, let's see. Well, we all know, everybody know, and it is, you know what I'm saying? It is domestic violence awareness. So y'all do know that one of the craziest people that I dealt with was the ex that cut my throat. They can speak on it. Let's see what it say. I'm down. I got a lot of. I know, me too. That's what I'm telling you. Listen, I'm here for it. Like I was just telling you about Psycho. Okay, so they call her eyes. We're not gonna call her Psycho. We call her eyes. She was a beautiful young lady, but she was one of the crazies. She the one that cut my throat, cut my face. You know, when you hear me comment about that, listen, and that's all because I didn't want to be with a person. When I said I don't want to be here anymore, I don't want to do this anymore. So that was a crazy. I dealt with the stalking. Like, yeah, I done dealt with some crazy stuff. As far as me, what's the craziest thing that I've done? That going you I What's the craziest thing that I've done when it's come to a relationship? We're gonna talk about this for real. When this show over, I'm gonna go live, but we gotta keep it short because y'all gotta make sure y'all tune in for Speak That Shit. Followed by You Guys Are the Worst. But yeah, so I'm gonna go live real quick. We're gonna keep this on. But seriously though, the craziest thing that I have done. So I mean, I would think like the craziest thing that I've done in a relationship to a person that like really like just did something to me. Um, I would say my son's father. That would be probably one of the craziest things that I did. Cause yeah, it was very violent. It was very toxic with me and him. But yeah, yeah. With him, I was young, so he like I done told a part of the story before, but he did some stuff. He was a cheater. He did all that. So I caught him, literally caught him with his hand on a chick, but under her skirt at a club. So I made him beat me home because he rode a bicycle. Well, he rode a bicycle. He hit the bicycle, rode with a homeboy, whatever. But I made him beat me home, and by the time he got home, because I was in the car, I went home, had all his stuff packed up. I changed into tennis shoes. I rearranged my furniture and I called 911. Okay, Walter. All right. I'm crazy. I did. I called the people. What they say? Uh, who is that? So huh. Oh yeah, they're gonna do the Make It Make Sense pajamas. They're gonna see all that. But I'm telling you, I ain't telling like it's gonna be some other stuff. But no, let me finish my story. So I called the police. Um and when the police showed up, because of course they heard us arguing, so it was a domestic dispute. So I called the police, and when the police showed up to the house, as soon as as soon as they got there, I beat him. Yeah, I beat him. And because of the area that I lived in, the officers knew him, and they knew that he had become a nuisance. Um, I was young and dumb. I promise you. But you know, I didn't know that he was that way until afterwards, and that was just like whatever. But he was my son daddy, so what else was I supposed to do? I found out the stories about him afterwards. After my son passed away is when I found out like he was a mess. But yeah, I did. I called the police, waited for the police to get there, and then I attacked him. Um, and literally had moved my furniture around the house. And the craziest thing was when he turned to the officer and he was like literally screaming because I beat him. I was sick of his mess. I was tired of all his mess. But the officer told him that it didn't make sense to arrest me because if I didn't care and I had called them to come to the scene prior to beating him, going to jail really wasn't going to affect that. And it must have been something that he did that made me beat him. So yeah, I think that would be like one of the craziest things that I've done in a relationship. Um, but okay, no, but that wasn't no. Nah, but y'all ain't gonna make me just feel like I'm crazy by myself because I know I got some stories about some people and they don't want to talk. I got a whole lot of crazy situations that I done been put in other people relationships. um, listen. So I do know some crazies. I know some crazies. I know some situations, and it'd be like, wow. So we're gonna do that next week. I want everybody. I'm finna go post it online. If you want to be a guest next week on the show, y'all hit me up at Make It Make Sense with Auntie or Lemons Make It Make Sense at gmail.com, or you can go and inbox me after the show right now. Auntie Chris on Facebook or Instagram. But I'm serious, or you get in contact with DC. Let him know if you want to be on the show. If you don't even want to just be on the show, if you want to submit your craziest ex story, and that's what I'm finna go live. I'm gonna do it when I get, like I said, when I get off of here today. We're gonna do that. That's what we're gonna talk about next week. We're gonna talk about the crazy exes. Um, and why they acted that way. Like, what was the reason why they acted that way? Are you grown enough to tell the reason why your ex was acting crazy? Was it them? Was it you? I'm gonna tell the truth on mine, so I'm excited. Like, this is gonna be funny. If you one of my exes and you on here and you happen to hear your story, our story, just bust out laughing, make it make sense, because I already told everybody that know me it was going down. I'm so sorry that the truth is the truth and it make you look the way that it do. But baby, I'm gonna keep that shit all the way 100, all the way G. I really don't have nothing too bad to say, but I will tell the truth about situations that I was in past relationships, and it is what it is. So yeah, we're gonna definitely talk about crazies. Walter, you still ain't told you. If you say no, you don't know what I'm talking about. So that means you've been good in your relationships. That's a good thing. I still can't do that poly stuff. Mm-mm. I done had invitations, and that's so crazy. That would probably be one of my. I could tell the craziest story with the invites to poly relationships, but I mean that could probably be another show that we're gonna do. That we could go and do what it is. So we down to the last 10 minutes of the show. Hold on, y'all. I'm dropping stuff. I told y'all like we dealing with some stuff. But for real. So it was a story that I had that I wanted to talk about before we let's see if I can find it before I end the show today. And again, like I say, shout out, he was here, show out was here. Um he wanted to be here today, but of course, work schedule calls, gotta get that money. Miss K, again, her work schedule prevents her from being able to come on sometimes because they have a tendency to schedule her on Thursdays. And when you good at your job, people have a tendency of keeping you on the clock. So that's a shout out to her because we know she out there doing her best one, her big one. Um, let's see if I can find this story right quick. I had saved it on Facebook. I shared it on Facebook. So I'm finna see if I pull it up right quick on Facebook. Y'all know how Facebook do me, so y'all just pray with me. Um, where is it at? Okay, so listen, this is the one for me. Um, I meant to send this to you, DC, and I couldn't get it to you fast enough. So I have a question. Have any of y'all seen? Okay, I gotta take this more serious. First of all, you know what I'm saying? This whole Diddy situation with everything they got going on, prayers and that goes to everybody that was a victim of him. Same thing that went on with the whole R. Kelly, the whole all that stuff. If you are a victim of the situations that be going on, then you know what I'm saying. You know that it's gonna come a time, like I said, that you're gonna have to deal with your consequences. But the funniest thing, and it's not funny to everybody, but this right here is what I thought was the most insane thing. And y'all can actually go on my page. So there is a group on Facebook called the Law Center Assistance Group. And on October 7th, they had posted their advertisement commercial came around. So it says significant compensation may be possible for people who experience any form of inappropriate behavior. Check eligibility anonymously for free. So when that comes up, and I need y'all can go on my page because I shared this video, which is insane. They have one of those compensation videos like they done for asbestos and for depot. They literally have one of these posts, one of these. They have a compensation lawsuit group that is literally asking if you were a victim of Diddy. they literally have a advertisement that is a video, and this lady says he's facing multiple lawsuits accusing him of SA, rape, and misconduct. And now anyone who has experienced inappropriate behavior by Sean Diddy Combs may be eligible for significant financial compensation. And we're talking about potentially a lot of money. So they have a compensation, and it's the abuse victims. More than 120 people have began to sign this petition saying that they are victims of his. But the fact that they have a whole I didn't see this with the Epstein list. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, y'all, again, y'all know I try to stay away from certain things. Like, I'm gonna keep that 100. I didn't see it with Cosby. I didn't see it when they was talking about opening. I didn't see this with anybody else. There was never a compensation lawsuit that came across my screen. Right, like this. What in the hell is going on? Like, this is right. So it says Sean Diddy Combs hotline gets 12,000 calls in 24 hours. Accuser's lawyer. So after saying he will represent 120 new accusers with allegations against Sean Diddy Combs, attorney Tony Busby gave more details regarding gathering information for yet to be tried in court. But this is insane. So you trying to tell me listen, I'm not from this planet, bro. I promise you I'm not. I'm not. They make a lawsuit for everything. So you telling me that now there's a class action lawsuit against this man because y'all chose and was excited to go to these parties. Because I remember post before it became an issue, all this stuff that went on. Like I said, if it was underage, whatever stuff going on there, then his ass need to be in jail. I'm going to keep that shit just as G. If it was underage, if it was like, you know what I'm saying, inappropriate stuff, if it was SAs and, you know what I'm saying, the rapes and all that stuff going on, then yes, his ass need to be persecuted. But for every adult that got up and chose to go to those parties, now I'm not talking about none of his artists or whatever that said that you know, that went through what they went through with him. His ass need to be prosecuted on those charges. Anybody that does anything, like, I believe that if I did it. So I'm gonna have to do the time for it. That's just keeping it 100. That go back to that story that you asked me about the snowboard. He had to take accountability for what he willingly did, and I understand the pressure that goes around it, but still at the end of the day, he had a choice and he made a decision. Just like when they went to them parties at this man's house, the whole process of I just think it's like crazy. The numbers that circulate in this man. Like, you got 12,000 people calling in. We have 1,000 bottles of baby. Like, what I need y'all to make this make sense to me. Somebody need to make this make sense to me. Like, at what point is it that, and you know what I'm saying, I ain't taking up for nobody because I said what I said. If you did it, your ass need to go to jail. If you around here doing all the crazy stuff, yes, we seen you attack that girl on camera. It ain't no excuse for why you did it. You did that, so yes, you need to be persecuted for that. If she didn't press charges, whatever went on, if she had NDAs, and that's another thing. Let me go ahead and say that. I get what y'all saying. Some of y'all saying about, oh, if they knew about the parties, if they knew about this, then they saying something now, then they wrong, they just as guilty. That is only true in some cases, because you also have to remember the NDAs that were signed where they couldn't say nothing about what went on in certain situations. So they couldn't say nothing about it. Or, you know, for whatever happened, they was unalive. Also, I'm really not, y'all know I'm a reader, but that book, what's the name? Your girl, Kim Porter book, apparently she exposed a lot of stuff. I think it was chapters 18 and 19. I got to see those and hear those, and that was crazy. So I don't even think I want to finish the book on that. What's up, Mr. DC? But as always, what it is, we down to the end. Thank everybody for tuning in to Make It Make Sense with Auntie. Make sure y'all tune in next Thursday, 5 p.m. BFAM 109%. Stay tuned for Speak That Shit at 7:30, followed by You Guys Are the Worst. We want, like I said, we want to thank Show Out, Miss K, the HS Soap Company, AR Cleaning Company. We want to thank all of our listeners, all of our supporters for tuning in, being faithful. If you'd like to make a donation, AUNTI 79 is money sign AUNTI 79. Make it make sense. See you all next Thursday. I don't know where Mr. Show Out now.